Who wants to double up their 2024 win total? Jacksonville Jaguars, who just got done with their first of 2 London games, hoping the second one goes better than the first.
And a monster sequence to open this half. Jacksonville needing something positive, seeming to get it.
Or the New England Patriots, a fellow one-win team, but whose fans have something to be optimistic about.
Made to the air, got him! In stride! Running is Douglas! Touchdown!
Drake May, welcome to the show. Sure, the kid threw a couple picks last week, lost a fumble, but Jacksonville's secondary's looking at a rook who dropped some dimes in his first career start, finished his day of work with 3 touchdowns, over 240 yards, a healthy 7.4 an attempt, rate near 90.
Time and distance going, and he's got him! Boutte touchdown! What a throw! A 40-yard strike!
May did all that while facing pressure a fat Albert 47.5% of the time. He took 4 sacks too, makes the good that much more impressive.
Oh, from behind they get him. It's another sack.
So, 2 reasons New England fans can be hopeful that May builds off his outing. The Texans front he just faced lead the league in pressure rate. Jacksonville's pass rush sitting on one of the lowest pressure rates in the league, mid-20s. They have Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen. No bags for Walker versus Chicago, Josh with half a sack of Caleb Williams, and the Jaguars defense at least comes in off a 3-bag outing.
Williams gets taken down by Hines Allen.
Those sacks did little to help Jacksonville's back end, and that's where we come to our second point of optimism for Drake fans. Jaguars don't have any obvious K-dots in their secondary to put him in his place. Jacksonville gave up 4 touchdowns to Caleb Williams week 6, their second to last in rating allowed for the year.
Over the middle! Keenan Allen! Touchdown!
Jags' pass defense has allowed the second highest rate to wide receivers in 2024, so maybe New England's Demario Douglas has a chance to keep it going. Their top pass-catching threat, most targeted by May week 6, found the end zone 92 yards.
Leaving the middle of the field open, and Douglas taking advantage of it, realizing there's an opening there.
And maybe a big Hunter Henry game? Jaguars gave up 2 touchdowns to Cole Kmet, 70 yards, have given up the second highest rate to tight ends in 2024.
Throw into the end zone, there's Kmet! Doing it all!
Henry, he scored in his first outing with May.
And good timing and not rushing things by Hunter Henry, delaying and getting out there and making easy catch and catch for a touchdown.
May led the Pats in rushing too, 38 yards, 5 tries.
Being chased as May got away and on the move, and he's got a first down.
New England was without starting running back Ramondre Stevenson. Antonio Gibson just 1.5 a carry on 13 attempts, so not much production. Jags' run defense has held running backs to 3.9 a carry. That's solid stuff. They had trouble with DeAndre Swift, though, in their loss, and with Caleb when he took off. 56 yards allowed to him on 4 runs.
Williams keeps it and gets himself a first down.
Jaguars' own run game also enters cold. Their ETN machine stopped working versus Chicago. Travis left with a bum hammy. Tank Bigsby, he had looked good recently. He comes in chilled, only mustered 3.4 a carry. Jacksonville as a team only managed 3.4 per.
2nd and 2. Travis Etienne. He goes nowhere.
Are the Patriots, the one that Bigsby gets right against. Gave up 7.8 a carry to Joe Mixon, let him escape for a 59-yarder, and gave up a 54-yarder to Dameon Pierce. They're giving up 5 a run to running backs on the season.
There's more chunk yards. Big block by Diggs. It's a pylon, it's a touchdown!
Jacksonville not a run-first outfit, though. It's more of a Trevor Lawrence joint. Probably needed one after watching all those drop passes. He should have thrown 5 touchdowns last week? Receivers can't hang with Blue and his lady friends from old school before the game this week. Some slippery hands. Symbolic of a team that has left the field with less than 21 points in 5 of their 6 games.
That's got to be a touchdown. You talk about why they don't turn into touchdowns. Really good throw. Now you've just got to finish and make that catch.
You're my boy, Blue. Lawrence at least comes in off a respectable outing, 2 touchdowns versus the Bears, 230-plus yards, and he had his best showing the week before, too.
Lawrence steps up for the end zone. Gabe Davis! Touchdown, Jacksonville!
The New England secondary he squares off with, kind of a middle-of-the-pack group. They gave up 3 touchdowns to C.J. Stroud, rating over 100, but they also held him under 7 yards per attempt, under 200 yards. Watch for cornerback Christian Gonzalez. He travels, and he's been locking dudes up.
Oh, Gonzalez is picked off!
It is Christian Gonzalez.
New England's DBs have to play the tight end well in this one now that tight end Evan Ingram is back. He caught all 10 of his targets last week for over 100 yards.
Everybody was raving about what he means to this offense, what he means to Trevor Lawrence, so they are so excited that he is healthy and he's back.
He did lose a fumble too, one of countless mistakes Jacksonville made in that loss. Their wide receivers, lots of big drops as previously mentioned. Gabe Davis did rebound to pull in both of Lawrence's TDs.
Lawrence completes it. That's a touchdown. Gabe Davis with his second of the day.
Still, Davis, Brian Thomas, Christian Kirk all held under 50 yards by Chicago's secondary. Jaguars quarterbacks took 4 sacks a week ago. Lawrence took 3 of them.
There was a pump, but he ran out of time. Couldn't run away from Sweat.
He hasn't faced a ton of pressure for the season, though. He uses his legs well to mitigate some of it, but their O-line is top 10 in pressure rate allowed, battling a New England pass rush that dropped Stroud 2 times, but whose pressure rate for 2024 is 4 points lower than average. England gave the U.S. the Beatles and Stones, so here you go. Records-wise, it's a Hanson spin doctor show. Trev for sure could have been a Hanson, right? Jacksonville has only beaten New England twice in 14 tries. First time they ever hooked up, everyone was doing the Macarena. Patriots had Drew Bledsoe at quarterback, Jags Mark Brunell, who threw 3 touchdowns. Jacksonville tied the game in the 4th. Adam Vinatieri hits his 5th field goal in overtime to give the Pats the win. New England beats Jacksonville in the playoffs that year too. 1996, something Macarena, right?